Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Video Blog.
You're back!
I'm back.
It's good to see you, mate.
Thank you.
Coming back.
Right. So guys, I'm back. It's good to be back, and this week we've got a lot to talk to you guys about.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of things I want to mention before we get started. One of them is recently I've written a little ebook for beginners.
Yeah.
It's called So You Want to Be a Magician, a Beginner's Guide. That's available to you free of charge. All you need to do is go over to our Facebook page. There'll be a link on there so you can download it, and I believe it might actually be on our website's download as well.
Yeah, and it is great. It really is. We've had a lot of professional magicians who have been doing magic for years actually compliment you on it and say they picked up some little gems in there as well. So it's a really good read. So if you've got 25 minutes, half hour to...
Yeah, it's only a short ebook,
yeah.
but I cover various points, and even as a pro, there's stuff in there that we should be doing that we forget.
Yeah.
Over years,
Yeah.
So that's that. You can download that totally free of charge. The other thing that I'm going to show you is this. I'm not going to tell you much more about it, but I will say this is a limited edition piece. We will have about 30 available for sale as of this Friday.
Yeah.
Now, as with previous products of this ilk, they've lasted about 24 hours, if that.
If that, yeah.
The only way you're going to be able to order one of these, I should think, is to join our mailing list. Because the moment we launch this, we'll send out an email that will be your first view of the product, and that will be when you can order it.
Yeah.
But they won't last long.
Yeah, we're not all about hyping, all the hype train. We're not about that. The reason we're mentioning it and we can't really say too much about it is because we have a lot of collectors. We know that you guys love collecting the good quality stuff. We can't really show you this until Friday because we're not allowed. It's the release date of it. But we're giving you the heads up. The people that do collect this sort of stuff, like the Viking magic style stuff, then you're going to want to get involved with this.
And the Magic Wagon.
And Magic Wagon, yeah.
Yeah. And seeing as you've mentioned collectors, we'll just speak about Collectors Workshop. You guys would have known from the emails I've been sending out that we're now branching out and getting in more Collectors Workshop and Viking Magic products. Now, for those of you that don't know, Collectors Workshop and Viking Magic have been around for years, and their name is synonymous with good, high quality magic.
Yeah.
Now, the issue we have with their products is they're really hard to get hold of, and the reason for that is George at Viking does not manufacture 1,000 units at a time.
No.
He'll manufacture maybe,
really.
yeah, that's it, maybe manufacture 50 or 60, which is great for him when he sells them off the website.
Yeah.
But as soon as we get behind it and start pushing quantity, we run out very, very quick, and then in turn, George runs out.
Yeah.
So I've set up a separate section on our website for Alakazam Magic, for Viking Magic and Collectors Workshop. You'll notice that a lot of the products will say, oops, out of stock.
Yeah.
Don't let that put you off. You need to order one if you like the product, because what happens is by the time the next shipment comes in, they're already sold out again.
Yeah, the way he does it is he makes them up in like each product has its own slot. So let's take Badlands Bob. He's going to do it, let's say, the first week of this month, and then it's not going to be until the third week of 3 months down the line.
Yeah.
But he'll never put it forward because each product has a slot.
Yeah.
So if that's why things that you like the look of go so quickly, we wanted 100 Badlands Bob. In this next order, we could only get 20 because that's all was left. So it's not a hype up thing. It's not a way to push a product. It's generally how he makes them.
Yeah. And they are all still made by hand. The quality is just beautiful, Can
I just say as well, there's one item which is called the CW Coin Classic, and I was so excited to get my hands on one and have a play one. And it literally came in. I got to see it and it went out.
Yeah.
But it is incredible. I'll very quickly explain it because it is awesome. You have 2 cups, one on the table, then you put the deck of cards on top.
2 glasses.
2 glasses, sorry. One on the table, pack of cards on top, glass on top of that, 4 coins in the top glass, then you cover it with a silk, put a rubber band on it from your pocket, and now you can kind of gesture towards it and one at a time, each of the coins from the top glass will fall through to the bottom one.
Yeah.
And it just looks incredible.
Yeah.
And I know you were saying about the sound of it as well.
The audio, I know it sounds weird, but whenever you see effects like this, there's usually a telltale sort of slap or something's happening.
Or a click or something.
Yeah, like it's triggering the coin.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen. That the audio to this was perfect. If you were to watch a coin penetrate a deck of cards,
Yeah.
the sight, the visual and the sound was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
It looked like it was just melting through, and it sounded like it was just melting through.
And
it's really cool.
What I was worried about with this is the fact that, you know, anytime you use electronics, you get worried about, you know, batteries running out or a connection not working. There are no electronics in this, which is even
it's a
better.
beautiful device.
So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because it is incredible.
Yeah,
But yeah.
And there's a video of it taken from the original Collectors Workshop video catalogue.
Right.
So if you pop over, it's CW Coin Classic. We've got some of them coming in with our next delivery, but I think there's only about a dozen. So you've got to get in quick if you're interested in one.
One other, I'll
yes.
say, and we'll drop a video now so you can see one, is the ESP Chipsational.
Yes.
This is one that we got in quite a high number, well, as high as we actually were allowed. And they were, I think we're down to 1 or 2.
Yeah, 1 or 2 left in stock.
So do check this one out. We're going to drop the trailer for it right now.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
David.
Yes, Pete.
You know that I love looking at eBay for weird and wonderful things.
I do know that.
You do, and this is my latest acquisition.
Right.
Now, apparently, this little box belonged to the famous Dr. Ryan from Duke University.
Oh.
And if you don't know who Dr. Ryan is, Dr. Ryan was the guy that invented the Zener cards, the ESP cards. Now, what a lot of people don't know is, even though in all the movies you see people using the cards, what Dr. Ryan found out was half of the people that he was actually testing weren't psychic. They could actually see through the cards because of the lighting behind them.
Okay.
So he actually stopped using cards, and he started using these, and these are apparently his personal set.
Ooh.
So do me a favour, hold your hand out.
Yep.
I'm going to tip these in. Have a look, because you've got 5 ESP symbols.
Yeah.
All right. And I've got the same 5 here as well, so we've got the star, the square, the wavy lines and so on.
Yeah.
Now the test he used to do was what they call an ESP match-up test.
Right.
So what I'm going to ask you to do is give those a mix up, and just, you can pop them under the table or you can lay them on the table here, it's entirely up to you.
Okay.
He would take out one of his chips, I'm not going to show you which one, and place it into the box.
Right.
Now what you had to do without looking at them is you had to fill your chips, and whichever one felt right, whatever one you got this feeling about, you placed in the box. So what you're looking for is you're looking to match the one I've placed in.
Right, okay.
Okay, it seems like an impossible task,
Yeah.
but if you allow yourself to be free with this, you could be surprised with the results.
Okay.
All right, so whichever one you think it is, just pop it in the box.
I'll go for that one.
Okay, was there any reason you went for that one? No
No.
particular reason. So we've committed ourselves now
Yeah.
to these 2, all right? So now we're going to go on to the next one. Remember, we're going to do all 5.
Okay, let's do it.
So I'm not sure which ones. I'm going to put this one in next.
Okay.
What one do you think that is? This
That one.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go for this one.
That one.
You're doing this really well. I'm going to go for this one. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now we've got the last one. Okay, so this is good. I'm going to tell you now, if you get 1 out of the 5,
Yeah.
don't really mean anything.
Average.
Because, they just say it's luck. 1 out of
Okay.
5 will be luck.
Yeah.
What we're looking for, the best students or the best subjects of Dr. Ryan got 3 right. So even though you would think 3 is an average, it's not. When you're doing this, the different combinations, 3 is very, very impressive.
Right.
In all his years of study, no one ever got 5 right. And he believed that person, if they ever got 5 right, would be the person that you know, that really had this sense of ability.
Special powers.
Special powers indeed. Let's have a look how we done, David.
One out
Now
of
the
one.
first one isn't too bad.
Yeah. Decent.
The second one we've got a match.
Very good.
The third one we have a match. The fourth one we have a match. And the fifth one we have a match. And we got them exactly right in every order. Very well done, young man.
So I've got magic powers.
Yeah, you have.
Brilliant.
Clever boy. Right, so that was ESP Chipsational. We've got a couple left in stock. We have got more on the way soon. So if you'd like to look at that, place your order. And I just want to mention these. I'm not going to go into too much detail about them.
Yeah.
But we had our good friend Etienne Pradier pop in last week with two of his new products. We've got Live at Houdini's, which is a DVD containing a handful of Etienne's tricks. I think there's either 8 or 14, was it? 1, 2, 3. I think it's 14.
14, yeah.
14 tricks. The great thing about this is it's filmed in front of a live audience at Houdini's Magic Bar in Broadstairs.
Yeah.
So not only do you get to see the tricks and learn the tricks, but you get to watch Etienne interact with the audience.
Which is a great bar, by the way, if you're ever in the area.
Yeah.
Pop in there. It's a great evening. And yeah, you've got people there that want to see magic. You're getting good... great tricks performed on a real fun crowd.
Yeah.
It's a really good watch, and even the intro to it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like a movie, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Like opening to a movie. It's brilliant.
It's brilliant. So check that out. They're in stock now. And the other thing now, I know there's been a lot of talk about this on Facebook because Etienne had this at Blackpool. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but what I will say is it's a friction pen.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard of the friction pen type effects, they're brilliant. It's basically where you can write a prediction apparently on a card.
Yeah.
You show it, it says something completely different. You put a lighter under it, and then the writing just visibly changes.
Yeah, so visual.
Yeah, it looks like real magic. It looks really cool. The big issue with previous friction routines was you had to prep them before the show.
Always had to preset, yeah.
Yeah. What Etienne has done, which is ingenious, is he's developed a pen that will allow you to prep right in front of your spectator during the routine.
Yeah.
In real time. So that's the Cossack pen. Now, when you purchase this, you'll instantly get access to a streaming video where both myself and Etienne share with you some really cool routine ideas, and I know we'll be adding more to that. But these are great. If you're a working magician, if you do it for fun, you just carry this in your bag, you're going to perform it in the office or at school, wherever you are, it's brilliant. All you need is a pen, a card and a lighter.
Yeah,
and you can do some amazing stuff.
It's great.
So they're in stock now. The other thing I want to mention before we get on to these two is on Sunday the 2nd of April, the Wessex Magic Club are holding a one-day convention. Now, me and Andy went last year and it was great.
Yeah.
It was really good. For me, it got me back into the old days of the one-day proper magic convention, you know.
Yeah.
Really good feeling. I visited the Wessex Club before. They are a brilliant bunch of people.
You lectured for them, didn't you?
I lectured for them, and then they all came down here to spend the day at Alakazam Magic. That was a brilliant day. Oh, that's a good idea actually. If you belong to a magic club, instead of getting us to come down and deal with them, arrange a day where everyone comes down to us. It's a day out for your members, and you spend the day in Alakazam. We demo you anything you want in the shop.
Have a cup of tea.
Have a cup of tea.
Some lunch.
Yeah, it's
really
great.
good,
It was a
wasn't
really good day. But on the 2nd of April, they've got their one-day convention. So if you're about, you can visit. I haven't got my glass on. Is there a website on there?
Yeah, so it's www.wmagic.co.uk. So W for Wessex, magic.co.uk.
Okay, so check that out. If you're around that area or just don't mind travelling a little bit further out, this is a great one-day convention. Friendly people, good lectures. You're lecturing.
Yeah, there's some great lectures on there. We've got Who have we got? Mark Oberon's lecturing.
There's James Brown.
Yep, so
there's Wayne
workshops.
Fox.
Yeah.
Mark Paul.
Yeah, Chris Randall,
Yeah.
US is coming over. They got a fantastic lineup and a great gala show in the evening as well. So it's going to be a really fun day. So if you're around on that date, pop it in the diary or check it out on wmagic.co.uk.
Right, so this is like a stop press moment. It's one of those things where these have literally just come in while we're filming the vlog. So I'm going to perform this on next week's vlog, but there is a full uncut performance of Liam Montier doing it on our website.
Yeah.
It's called The Man Who Knows. It's really, really cool. It's a very simple effect, but it will play beautifully for lay people.
Yeah.
It's got some interesting props.
Yeah.
The effect itself has got a brilliant reveal. And the quality, I've checked out the quality of the props, everything's great. The routining's brilliant. So I'll be doing this on next week's vlog, but in the meantime, you can pop up and watch the man himself, Liam, doing it on our website, but they're in stock now. And that's called The Man Who Knows. So, now on to our last one.
Yes. This is great. Fortuity. We took some pre-release copies of this to Blackpool.
Yeah.
And it went down an absolute storm. Loads of magicians were fooled by this, which was really fun. And its basis is from an old effect. Well, it's completely different, but the kind of style of it is from Jewel Match.
Jewel Match, yeah. Which was an effect we released about 15 years ago, I believe.
Yeah, and I think that the reason this fooled so many people is because they kind of seen Jewel Match and thought they knew what it was. And then when you start throwing the cards out and letting them be examined, and then you go into it.
And you're showing all the faces and all the backs.
Yeah, the whole time, yeah.
I will say, when David Jonathan sent us in the submission for this trick,
Yeah.
while I was sitting there, do you know when you think you've seen something and you just sort of switch off?
Right.
So as soon as he started doing it, I'm thinking, well, it's Jewel Match.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the displays and he spread the deck, and I thought, hang on a minute, let's rewind that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's great. It's really, really good. He has taken that sort of idea and just pushed it so far forward. Now, some important points to remember. Now, Dave's going to be performing this on me here so you can see it in action. Now, a few things to remember if you're aware of Jewel Match. One, you can see all the faces of the cards.
Yeah.
2, you can see all the backs of the cards.
Yeah.
And 3, the most important one is the back you choose is the back we use.
Yeah.
Whereas with things like Jewel Match and tricks of a similar ilk, they choose a back, but then you say, but we're not going to use the one you chose, we'll use what's on the face.
Yeah, yeah.
You chose a face, but we're not going to use that, we'll use what's on the back.
Yeah.
This one, if we choose the 5 of diamonds, it's the 5 of diamonds. If we choose the bicycle red back, it's the bicycle red back.
Yeah.
And I will also say it comes with a DVD where not only do you get Dave's handling, which is the one we both do, it's just simple, streamlined, but you also get David Jonathan's additional tips where you give them a choice of whether they want to choose the back from the face or the back, and you know,
you can be so free with this sort of procedure that his explanation could take you into all that detail, even shuffling the cards, mixing them up. So yeah, it's superb.
Yeah, and this is due for release in 2 weeks' time. It's on our site. This is our next release. It's on our site now for pre-order, and they're already going like hotcakes because we put them up on last Friday.
Yeah.
But these are coming in about 2 weeks' time, but you can pre-order yours now. So
I will say, just because I'm going to demonstrate and then we probably won't talk about it again, that you receive everything you need to do this. It's dead easy. You're going to get the very special custom deck of cards, which is awesome. You're going to see me using dice. You're going to receive them, but you don't necessarily have to use them. You can get them to think of a pair of dice in their mind, and you get the envelope. So straight out the box, you're ready to go with this.
Yeah.
So shall I demonstrate it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it now. Hey, little prediction there.
Okay.
We love predictions as magicians. Dice here for you as well. And a deck of cards that may look a bit different to your average deck.
Yes.
It's still 52 different cards like any normal deck, but they're all mixed up and they're all taken from a different pack of cards.
Right.
So each of the backs are all very different. You have a look at these, have a look at the faces. No two are the same. I'll show you the faces and backs as well to the audience so that everyone can see. All the faces are different and so are the backs.
Yeah.
Fair?
Yeah.
Take them back. Great. I made that clear because we're going to pick a random card and we're going to make it up out of 2 cards.
Right.
So
okay.
you're going to pick a back from one of the cards and a face from the other. We're going to make a random and create a card.
Right. Okay.
Good?
Yep.
So I've got some dice there for you. You're going to roll them. The first 2 dice you roll, you're going to add them up. It's going to give us the back design. Okay? So we went for 10.
10. Yeah.
Now you can either roll them both again, one again, or leave it at that.
No, I'm going to leave it at that.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I will just say 9 would have put you on this black back design. 10 is white and gold. 11 is red.
Yeah.
So here's 10. This is your free choice.
Yeah.
Fair?
Yeah.
And all the backs are different. Okay?
Yep.
So now we're going to do the same thing for the face.
Okay.
So roll the 2 dice. Ooh, 12. Do you want to stick? Roll 1 again, or?
I'm going to roll 1 again because I don't like a double.
Oh, okay. Right. In Monopoly, it means you get another go.
Unless it's a burger.
Oh, 5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
we'll go for 11.
11. You happy?
Yeah, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, 10 is 10.
Yeah.
Uncanny.
Mm-hmm.
11 is the jack.
Yeah.
12 is the free.
Yeah.
So we really have got a random card here, and all no 2 are the same.
Yeah.
Okay? And the same with the backs. So here's our random card. You've created this back design,
Yep.
which is gold and white, with this face, the jack of diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could have been the other way around, would have given us a different card.
Yeah.
But it's this way.
Yes.
Yeah? Happy?
Yeah. Yeah.
So inside here, and this has been on the table the whole time, is 1 card. I'd like you to open up the envelope. Straight away you might see something quite familiar, and that is the gold and white back design. Not only that, if you take the card out, a complete perfect match with the jack of diamonds with that back. And that is fortuity.
Right, so that brings us to the end of this week's Alakazam video blog. I just want to say it's really nice to be back. I want to thank you all for the support you've given me and my family over the last couple of months. A lot of you are aware because of my Facebook and everything else what's been going on. So I want to say thank you so much for that. We will be back next week. We're going to try and get these back on a weekly basis.
Yep.
And also we've got something really exciting to talk to you about. Now, some of you may be aware that we've started to do a couple of what we call Alakazam Lives.
Yes,
all right.
Indeed.
So these are live broadcasts that go out on our Facebook page. We had one last week where we had Etienne and Mike Sullivan pop in, so we've done a big 20-minute interview with them, which was great.
Yeah, and that's still on the feed on our Facebook page. So go to our Facebook page, scroll down a bit, and you'll find it there. That's the great thing. It will save it, but in order for you to be in a chance with winning these flash giveaways is what we've been doing.
Yeah.
And to be able to ask questions, the live interaction's so much fun. So
yeah.
we're planning to do some of the longer ones in the evening, so everyone can get involved no matter where you are in the world. But they're great fun, and they give you a chance to really interact with us, and we can answer your questions.
That's the great thing, because you can actually type a message there. It comes up on your iPad, and then we can answer you sort of live. The other thing we're going to be doing with them, we're hoping to be doing things like question and answers with us and magicians, but also we're going to have like advice sections, or like sort of Alakazam surgeries as such. Now, we are thinking of ways to do it at the moment. We don't want to do it publicly on our website, so we're thinking we may set up another Facebook page, which will be members only. There's no fee to join. But in that section, the public won't be able to see it, only you guys will. And that way we can discuss things in more detail.
It'll mainly be our vlog viewers, because you're the guys that follow us and support us every week. We really appreciate it. So we know you guys are into magic, so it will be on here that we announce where you can watch this, and we will be accepting. So we'll make sure that the magicians are the ones we're accepting in. And then, yeah, it will come up on the live feed on that page. You click on it and you'll be able to learn from us. We'll be teaching our tips and handlings on certain categories. So yeah, it'll be really great, fun, interactive way to get you involved.
Brilliant. Right, so just to recap, we've got The Man Who Knows, really worth checking out on our website. I will be doing a demonstration of that most probably in next week's vlog. But in the meantime, I mean, the video Liam's put up is literally him performing the whole thing.
I haven't seen it yet, and I'm not going to watch it until you do
Yeah,
it next week.
It's really cool. It's just a really nice little effect. We've got the Cossack pen by Etienne Pradier. We've also got Etienne live at Houdini's, which is really worth checking out. Obviously, the the Wessex Magic Convention, which is coming up on the 2nd of April. So check that out. Go to www.wmagic.co.uk. Get the full details of that. We have got this little collectors. I will tell you, this is the new one from Magic Wagon, Tony Curtis and Alakazam. And if you're aware of what ones we've had in the past, things like the Badlands box, the deck penetration and the Diabolical, all of those sold out within 2 hours of being released. And we had, I think, 60 of each of those. We've got 30 of these. Yeah, so these are going to go quick. They're coming to pick me up.
Yeah.
You can hear the police car out there. And of course, our latest release, Fortuity, it's due out in 2 weeks' time, but pre-order your copy now and it will be sent to you as soon as they arrive in stock.
I love it.
And that comes with everything. It comes, like David said, the deck, your prediction with the envelope, your 2 dice, and a full instructional DVD, which features you and David Jonathan.
Yeah, it goes into so much detail, all the different handlings, and it's become my new favourite thing to demonstrate and perform because it's as fun to perform as it is to watch. So definitely, if you like the look of the video, you're getting what you see, and it's going to hit every single time. So
that's it, guys, and remember to subscribe just about there. Also, like this video, pop over to our Facebook page, like the Facebook page, because that way you'll be notified of when we do our Facebook lives. Some of them will happen during the day, some will happen during the evening, and usually we're going to have these little quick 10-minute ones where we're just giving stuff away.
Allow your notifications on that page as well, because what that will do is it will give you a drop down at the top of your phone or tablet, wherever you are, when we go live, and you just hit it, and if you haven't allowed your notifications, then you might find out later once we've filmed it, so you'll lose out the opportunity to win prizes. But this man has been walking around the shop literally throwing things into his arms to give away. So we've already had a few people win stuff from Etienne and from Michael, and I know the amount of stuff that Peter's found. So be sure to look out for the next few Facebook Lives, or Alakazam Lives.
Alakazam Lives.
There you go.
Right, until next week, guys, once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please spread the word. Get your magical friends to subscribe to the vlogs. It's really appreciated. Okay, guys, see you next week.
See you guys.